G'day, Andrew Murray here from the Apartment Specialist, talking about how is leasehold land valued. And what I mean by that is leasehold land that sits under leasehold apartments, and that value determines how much a leasehold apartment has to pay per year. So how does this figure come about that they pay? And it's generally a per metre squared figure, i.e. 4,000 or 4,500 per square metre. Now it is done through valuations. So the owner of the land, called the lessor, will get a valuation, and they obviously want the highest possible value. And then you have the lessee, which are the owners of the apartments, and they will get a valuation themselves, and they'll obviously want the lowest figure. And generally what happens is they meet somewhere in the middle, and an agreement is made, and there'll be that per metre squared amount will be then times by the area of the total land that is being leased, and a figure will come to what has to be paid each year. But they don't have to pay that full figure value of the land each year. It comes down to a percentage. And this percentage is set in the lease, and it varies generally between 5 and 8%. So between 5 and 8% of that value of the total land gets paid by all the apartment owners each year. And what determines how much each apartment owner pays is by the size and the value of the apartment, i.e. the penthouse will have to pay more than a studio down the bottom, for example. Now, the big question is how do you determine what is good leasehold land? And how I look at it is, how can the land be devalued? And that is what's key here. So there's many ways you can devalue land or leasehold land. So I'll be looking at things like height restrictions set by the council. I'll be looking at floor plates, i.e. what is the ratio that you can actually build on the land? What are the restrictions, other restrictions put in place? Are there things going to be happening? Is there a train going underneath the building? You know, all these kind of things and these different kinds of factors. You know, is the land on reclaimed land? And so there are a lot of ways that you can actually, a lot of land, in the CBD and other areas that is actually quite attractive due to the restrictions on the land, which will restrict the future value. Anyway, I hope that helps. Yes, how leasehold land is valued. Andrew Murray, Apartment Specialist. Cheers.